No!
You've been found guilty of thievery by this royal court.
But you hurt! You hurt!
Silence, please. By the law invented in this court, you shall begin serving a term in prison of not less than 10 years.
But you hurt! It was only just...
Madam, thievery of all kinds is wrong. This term shall begin at once. Guards!
No! 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 No!
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
Another one's just come in.
What is it this time? Has someone been making salts again?
No, it doesn't appear to be that serious, Your Honor.
Well,
It's a local native theater.
yes.
They don't appear to have a performing license.
Oh, well, this shouldn't take too long. Send it in along with the arresting officer.
Of course, Your Honor.
Officer
Cornell, Your Honor.
Officer Cornell. And what's your name?
I am Ashishaka Sahib.
And where do you live?
In Akbar, a little village just 50 kilometers away from here, Sahib.
Officer Cornell, what are the charges?
Public performances without a license. And complaints.
What kind of complaints?
We've heard complaints from some of the locals that his performance is inappropriate, Your Honor.
Inappropriate? How?
We've gotten complaints about the treatment of the children.
Children?
Yes, the children in his performances.
Have you seen this yourself?
No, but the locals are very concerned, Your Honor.
Is this true, Mr. Anka?
Yes, it is true, Sahib, that we do not have a performing license. We did not know we needed one until this officer approached us.
And how do you plan to take care of this problem?
We will apply for a performing license, Sahib.
But what about the unlicensed performances, Your Honor?
Well, what would you suggest, Officer Cornell?
Fine, prison term would certainly be appropriate. He has disobeyed the law.
And yet, Officer Cornell, he said he didn't know he needed a license until you approached him. You don't believe him, Officer Cornell.
Cannot trust any of them, Your Honor.
That's not always the case, Officer Cornell. I hope you learn that soon. I'm more concerned about what I hear about the children. You've heard what Officer Cornell has regarding performances.
Yes, Sahib?
Is it true about the children being struck during your performances?
Oh, no, Sahib. It's all part of a very important lesson in our story.
Lesson?
Yes, Sahib?
What is this lesson, Mr. Aka?
You would learn that lesson, Sahib, if you please attend one of our performances.
Attend a performance? Your Honor, I've had enough. Is it time we put this criminal away?
In addition to trust, Officer Cornell, you can also learn patience. No, I'm afraid attending a performance is unfortunately out of the question.
Oh, we would be honored to bring that performance to you, Sahib. My friends have followed me here, and they'll wait outside.
Don't be ridiculous! This is a court of law, not a place for a crowd of dirty vagabonds!
Please, Officer Cornell, you can show some wisdom too by not forgetting that you, too, are in a court of law, a court for which I am responsible. Well, I can't very well make a decision on your case, Mr. Aka, without viewing the only evidence we have. And that would have to be your performance. How long could this performance take, Mr. Aka?
About 10 minutes, Sahib.
I think we can spare 10 minutes on this case. Don't you, Officer Cornell?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are welcome to bring in your friends, Mr. Aka, and Officer Cornell will be happy to assist you in setting up for your performance.
Thank you, Sahib. Thank you.
Are there any further cases waiting to be heard today?
No, this is the last schedule for today, that is.
Good.
Is there anything else, Your Honor?
Yes, there will be some people coming to the court in a few moments. These people will be important in helping to decide for the current case. Make sure to get any assistance that might be necessary.
Of course, Your Honor.
English audience, Sahib.
Whenever you are ready.
Of course. We humbly present the story of the Elephant's Child.
It is true, yes, true, that in high and far-off times, elephants had no trunks. They only had blackish, bulgy noses that they would wriggle from side to side, but they were of no other use to them. But there was one elephant, a new elephant, an elephant's child, who was full of insatiable curiosity, and that means she asked ever so many questions. One day, on her way to nowhere in particular, she came across her tall cousin, the ostrich, and demonstrated her insatiable curiosity.
Why do your feathers grow just so? Silly question.
And her tall cousin, the ostrich, spanked her with a claw. Then the elephant's child came across her tall cousin, the giraffe.
What is it that makes your skin so spotty?
Silly question.
And her cousin, the giraffe, spanked her with her hoof. And yet that child was full of insatiable curiosity. She then came across her cousin, the baboon.
What is it that makes your fur so soft and brown just so?
Silly question.
And her cousin, the baboon, spanked her with their hairy paw. And yet that child was full of insatiable curiosity.
Well, if those are silly questions, perhaps you can answer me this. What is it that the crocodile has for dinner?
And her cousins answered her in a frightful manner.
Hush!
When they had left her, the elephant's child came upon a kolo bird sitting in the middle of a thorn bush.
My cousins have all spanked me for my insatiable curiosity, and still I want to know just what it is that the crocodile has for dinner. Go to the great river and find out for yourself.
Right then and there, the elephant's child set out in search of the great, green, greasy Limpopo River. On her way, she took with her 100 pounds of bananas, which she ate as she went. She threw the peels about, as she could not pick them up. Now you must understand that till that very minute, the elephant's child had never seen a crocodile before. It was all her insatiable curiosity. Now the first thing she came across on her quest was a bicolored python rock snake curled around a rock.
Excuse me, but have you seen a crocodile in these parts?
Have I seen a crocodile? What might you ask me next?
Could you kindly tell me what it is he has for dinner?
Hush! How could you ask such a question?
Now this child was not at all astonished, instead continued on her quest until she trod on what she thought was a log of wood at the very edge of the great, green, greasy Limpopo River.
Excuse me, but have you seen a crocodile in these parts?
Come closer, little one, for I am the crocodile.
Then you are the very one I've been searching for all these long days. Why is it you so want to choose me to satisfy my insatiable curiosity? About just what it is that you have for dinner.
Come closer, little one, and I will whisper it. I think today I will start with the elephant's child.
At that instant, the crocodile made a stretch out for the child's nose, which till that very minute had been no bigger than a boot. Now understanding the answer to her question, the child tried to deny the crocodile her dinner, but simply couldn't get away. She pulled and pulled and pulled, but instead of escaping, found only more and more nose than ever before. At last, the crocodile let go of the child's nose and sent that poor child to the ground, with a plop that could be heard all up and down the Limpopo River. Ashamed at seeing her dinner get away from her, the crocodile slowly drew back into the river, and this crocodile was never to be heard of again. The elephant's child sat there rubbing her poor pulled nose. She wrapped it in cool banana leaves and waited for 3 days for her nose to shrink, but it never grew any shorter. At the end of the 3rd day, she was joined by the bicolored python rock snake. Now this snake couldn't help but notice the the child's new condition, not commenting on it either.
That's not your old small mirror nose. What's happened to you?
It was the crocodile.
The crocodile?
Yes, I found out what he likes to have for dinner.
You mean you met the crocodile?
Met him. I should say so. He did this to me.
Then what are you still doing here?
I'm waiting for my nose to shrink.
Then you will have to wait a long time. For some elephants do not know what is good for them.
Good for them. Please, my nose is badly out of shape.
Just then, a fly came and stung the child's shoulder. Before she even thought about it, the child had done something miraculous.
I would say that is advantage number 1. You could have done that with your small mirror nose. Now, why not eat something and comfort yourself?
And again, before she thought about it, the child put out her trunk, plucked a bundle of grass, dusted it clean, and stuffed it in her mouth.
Advantage number 2. You could have done that with your small mirror nose. Now, don't you think it's too hot here? Too hot even for an elephant's child.
And yet again, before she thought about it, the child put out her trunk and waved it about in the air, creating the most comforting breeze.
Advantage number 3. You could have done that with your small mirror nose. Now, how do you feel about your new nose?
Very good indeed. It's a most useful nose. I think I'll keep it. And I'll keep it useful too.
A very good idea.
And with that, the elephant's child went home across Africa, frisking and whisking her trunk. When she wanted fruit to eat, she pulled fruit down from the trees, instead of waiting for them to fall like she used to. When she wanted grass, she plucked grass from the ground, instead of going on her knees like she used to. When flies bothered her, she broke off branches and used them like a fly swatter. And she also remembered what she had said about her new nose.
I'm going to keep this new nose. This nose isn't going to spank anybody for his insatiable curiosity or for any other reason. No, on my word, never.
And on her way, she thought of all the different ways she could use her new nose. And by the time she had run out of ideas, she was home. All her family and cousins had gathered. They were all wondering just what had happened to the elephant's child.
What is it that happened to your nose? Yes, what happened? Please tell us. It looks terribly ugly, don't you think?
Yes, it does, but it's also very useful too.
And at that exact moment, another fly came and bit the child's shoulder. Now getting quite good at it, the child easily rid herself of that pesky fly.
I don't believe it. You can do that all by yourself. It's so easy.
I can do that. And anything else you might ask me to do? Well, anything but one. There's one thing my nose will never do.
What's that?
My nose will never be used for spanking.
And with that answer, one by one, all the elephants went to in search of the great, great and greasy Limpopo River to borrow new noses from the crocodile. And when they came back, nobody spanked anybody anymore. And from that day onwards, all the elephants that you have seen, and all those that you won't see, have the same trunk, just like the elephant's child.
Thank you, Sahib. We are honored that you are pleased.
How can you say that, Your Honor? The stage is no place for the mistreatment of children. And it happened not once, but 3 times. And from what I hear, it doesn't look like that when they do it outside.
Is that all you can see, Officer Cornell?
What else is there to see?
A wonderful message. A message lost to you, I'm afraid. But hopefully not a message to those who see your play. Will you excuse us, please?
Oh,
Please. Mr. Rocca, I'm afraid I have to come back to this court in 3 days.
3 days, Sahib?
Yes.
And then you'll...
Oh no, you won't be seeing me, but there will be something here, something waiting for you.
Waiting? I don't understand. What will be waiting?
Your performing license.
Thank you, Sahib. Thank you.
By a student author, Miss Christy Phillips. started practicing and rehearsing with our group, and some of our actors said, well, you know, animals are nice, but we'd like to be some people too. Could we be some people too? And so Christy was inspired by this play, and she has written a sequel to the first play. So you will see many of the same performers again in a student-written and Dalat produced production called The Officer's Quest. They'll start in just a minute after they've changed from animals to people. Amazing transformation. Humanness is going on backstage.
Here, Sunny.
Thank you. Have we met someplace before?
Yes, Sahib. 2 weeks ago, my friends and I came here for a performance license. We performed for the judge, and you were our arresting officer.
You're part of Asharaki's acting group.
Ashish Raka, Sahib. Yes.
Then why would you help me? I tried to get you and all of your friends arrested.
Well, you needed help, Sahib.
You didn't have to help. You could have just walked away. You should have just walked away.
An eye for an eye only makes the whole world go blind, Sahib.
I see. That makes sense. You were the Cola Colbert, weren't you? I didn't recognize you at first and found your stage makeup. You sound a lot nicer when you're not acting like a bird.
Thank you, Sahib.
Officer Cornell, what brings you to the courthouse today, sir?
I've come to report a violation of the Salt Act.
Another? That's the third we've gotten this week.
Yes, we would have brought them in, but they would not cooperate. We need additional soldiers.
You've been getting bolder ever since Gandhi started stirring things up. I'll inform His Honor, but unfortunately, without the accused, there's really no point in seeing him today.
Understood. Thank you. Have you heard anything more about that acting troupe?
Acting true?
They were in here a couple of weeks ago. They performed a play about 10 elephants.
No, I've heard nothing further, sir. Why? Are they causing trouble again?
No, nothing like that. Just a few things the judge said to me last time I was here. And something that happened just now. I'm wondering if I may be missing something about these people.
These people?
The Indians. Perhaps they are not all untrustworthy if they know to be kind. Perhaps they can teach us a lesson. What if we are wrong about the way we treat them? What if imperialism is wrong?
I really don't think that's a question a British officer should be asking.
Your Honor.
I couldn't help overhearing your question about imperialism, Officer Cornell. Is this something that bothers you often?
It has never bothered me before, Your Honor. But it is starting to now.
It's a question I've begun asking too, Officer Cornell, and I'm afraid it's one I can't answer any better than you can. But I must commend you on your curiosity. Most have quite small mere views of the Indians and could not care less. Have you considered looking into the matter yourself?
Why no? I suppose with British rule so widespread and normal, it just seemed like a silly question. But perhaps I should look into it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Silly question. Now what does that remind me of?
We thank you all for coming to see our play. Officer, we did not expect to see you here. Please do not be upset. We have our performing license now. show you.
Yes, I see. Everything appears to be in order.
Thank you, Sahib.
You did come to see our performing lessons, Sahib.
Of course. Thought it wise to follow up on your case. Why do you ask?
This is the third time I've seen you here, Sahib, in 3 days.
Well, I've been in the neighborhood. Thought I might as well come to a couple of your plays.
Don't worry, Sahib. You're not the only one who is intrigued by our plays.
I said no such thing.
Sorry, Sahib. We did not mean to offend.
The meal is ready.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Sahib.
Thank you, Shanti. Sahib, Shanti has prepared a meal for us backstage. If you'll excuse us.
Of course.
You have already eaten, Sahib.
No, not yet.
And do you have plans to eat?
No, no plans.
You are welcome to join us for dinner, Sahib.
Me? You're inviting me to dinner?
Would us do to that, Sahib?
No, I'd love to. Thank you. I simply don't understand why you would want to invite me.
Would you like some dal, Sahib?
Sorry?
Dal?
Yes, thank you. What is the problem? The rest you're eating with your hands.
That's how British eat, right? He didn't wash his hand before.
What?
Sahib, we only eat with our right hand. Our left hand, we use for other things.
Well, we British use utensils. Silverware. Fork and knife.
Oh, is that what you call silksticks?
Yes, silverware. Forks are for stabbing. Spoons are for scooping.
We know, Sahib. We were only teasing. Much of your finest silverware is made by Indian silversmiths.
Oh. Well, my point is, I've never had a meal like this
He's choking! Somebody save him!
Here's Sahib, take this. You're not used to spicy food.
How can I taste anything when my tongue is burning?
Perhaps you would like some mindi instead, Sahib?
What is it? Is it beef?
Cows are our sacred animals, Sahib.
Forgive me, I wasn't thinking. So what is it?
It's okra, Sahib. Vegetables. They're not as spicy.
Then yes, I would like some beef. Thank you. So, how long have you all been acting together?
That is a hard question, Sahib. Some of us have been performing since we were little children, playing in the street.
It started with the three of us doing small performances for money. That was 6 years ago.
I joined next in Shanti, and the rest all came together about 3 years ago.
And you've been doing these little performances ever since?
Little. Our performances may be short, Sahib, but they're never little. Stories have an impact to few people give them credit.
They tell us about the world and about us. And not just tell us, but teach us also. Teach.
Yes, Sahib. Stories teach us and they change us. They call us to action. They make us ask questions.
We could go say, you could have cared less about us. Didn't want to trust us and wanted to ask for performing a story we have never seen.
But then you saw that performance, and now you have seen 4 and sit and have dinner with us. You don't think you have changed?
I think you're giving me more credit than I deserve. It wasn't just that one performance that brought me. I still thought His Honor should have arrested you, even after seeing your performance.
Ah, but it was the story that first made you think, Sahib. That first awakened within you an insatiable curiosity.
Insatiable curiosity. About what?
About us, Sahib. Is that not why you're here?
What on earth are you talking about? You know perfectly well the reason I came here was to make sure that you now have a performing license. Well, whatever the reason, I'm glad I came. guards.
Officer, sorry, sir, we didn't see you there.
I am not the one to whom you should be apologizing.
You want us to apologize to them? What for? They're just...
Lifting lumps of brick dust.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What do you mention? I cannot believe
It's
it.
all right, said he. We're used to it.
Good evening. I wish to reciprocate your gracious dinner invitation with one of my own. After my initial behavior of each of you, you are beyond gracious to include me at your table. I have a decent cook, and she is willing to prepare a meal for us. I may not have mentioned us having any. Hopefully she will not. What is going on with all of you?
Sorry, Sahib. We were just not expecting to see you so late tonight.
Oh, well, I am sorry for the late arrival. I have just come from work.
Perhaps you could come out another time, Sahib.
All right, what is this? What is this map? Why have you mapped out the direct route to the sea? And this is a picture of Gandhi, the protester, who wanted to led the Salt March. Are you planning something illegal?
Please, Sahib, you've seen how they hate us, how they treat us, and look down upon us?
Who? The Indians? British?
The British, Sahib. You know what we're speaking of. You were once one of those who hated and mistrusted us.
But you're acting true peasant kind and understanding. You told me that an eye for an eye only makes the world go blind. What has changed?
Nothing, Sahib. That's the problem.
What does that mean?
We have been kind, Sahib.
We have been tolerant. We've put up with disrespect and exploitation.
We have stood by while our friends and family are mistreated, hoping that our patience and our feelings will change. But has anything changed?
No, it has not. We're still mistreated and still misunderstood.
If we do not act, this will never end.
Things have changed. You've changed me. But why don't you just go back to telling stories? You said the stories changed you.
They do, Sahib, and now story has changed us.
What story?
The story of this man, Sahib, walked 240 miles peacefully possessing the street of Indians everywhere. His story has called us to action. It's all the best stories. And we must respond.
His story ended with him and 60,000 people getting arrested. This won't make a difference. You'll only get yourself in trouble.
You see how they do this, Sahib. We must try.
Please, Sahib, try to understand.
Don't do this. Please. I cannot. I will not allow this. You'll only end up in prison like everyone else.
Please, Sahib,
Officer Cornell, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. He insisted on seeing you and won't...
I need to speak to you.
It's all right. I'll see him. How can I help you, Officer Cornell?
It's about the salt taxes, Your Honor.
The salt taxes, Officer Cornell?
The law that requires Indians to buy salt from Britain and pay taxes for it. The law that prevents them from making salt for themselves.
What about the law, Officer Cornell?
Do you think it is fair, Your Honor?
Fair, Officer Cornell? What
Well-
do you mean?
It doesn't seem very fair for the Indians, Your Honor. They've always made salt for themselves. But then we British come along and tell them they can't anymore. And when they do, we arrest them. How can that be right, Your Honor?
Well, it's been a law for nearly 100 years, Officer Cornell. Just a week ago, you reported a group of Indians for making salt. What is it that has suddenly changed your mind?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
We have a group of Indians on site who have been caught with evidence, including maps, proving they intend to make their own salt.
Intentions are important. Send them in.
Of course, Your Honor. You may even recognize some of them.
Shanti, Raka, Your Honor, the evidence only points to intention. No crime has yet been committed.
Officer Cornell, are you representing the accused as a legal advocate now?
Why, yes, I suppose I am. I do not believe these people are guilty of having committed any crime, Your Honor.
But the intentions were
And
clear.
you don't believe that they have violated the Assault Act, Officer Cornell?
I do not believe they have committed any crime, Your Honor.
Well, since we have no prosecutor, and the defendant's legal advocate claims there's no criminal evidence, then this case is dismissed.
Thank you, Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You couldn't have done that with your previous small review.
I beg your pardon?
What you have just done, defending those Indians who so many others despise. Just 2 weeks ago, you were in here trying to get them arrested for a far less severe crime.
You're right, Your Honor. It is strange how much a story can change one's view.
Oh, and Officer Cornell,
Your Honor.
the last I saw you, you came here asking a question. What if imperialism is wrong? Am I right in assuming that you have found your answer?
I have, Your Honor. I'm afraid it's a terribly ugly answer. But I am glad I have found it. So many things I didn't understand. So many people I hadn't appreciated. For discovering my insatiable curiosity regarding imperialism. Thank you, Your Honor.
Insatiable curiosity. Now, what does that remind me of?
Dinner time! It's dinner! Dinner's ready! Come and get it! It's always the same thing, isn't it? It sure is. I'm coming! It's alright.
What happened? Oh. You weren't teasing the monkey again, were you? Were you?
Are you sure?
Just a little, baby.
Didn't I tell you?
The monkey always wins. He'll always trick you.
It doesn't make any difference who you are.
How strong you are, or how old you are.
The monkey even tricked me.
It doesn't even matter how smart you are. The monkey will win.
Don't you remember that story I told you?
About the monkey who lived in the tree by the river. It was by the
It was
river.
the sea.
Which was it, Daddy?
River.
Sea.
Never mind him. It's not important.
Well,
Just go on with your story.
Okay. There was this tree. It was a really big tree. It was so big that its branches stretched way out over the water.
this tree was right by a river. Its branches stretched almost all the way across.
What river? The tree was by the sea.
It was on the banks of a river.
Since when?
Since always.
What difference does it make?
Makes a lot of difference. The monkey wanted to get to the other side of the river.
Wait, what monkey?
The monkey in the tree, see?
He's right. There's a monkey in the tree in my story.
Why is the monkey in the tree?
He lives there.
Why?
That's where the food is.
It's a fruit tree. Don't they understand?
Apparently not. Shall we explain it?
This tree was really big, and the monkey that lived in it was really greedy. He didn't want to share his fruit with anybody. This monkey was a glutton. All he ever did was eat.
Now hold it. That isn't true. I'll go along with the fact that the monkey liked to eat, but the monkey wasn't a glutton. The monkey liked to share the fruit in his tree with his friends like the shark.
The shark? The monkey's best friends with a shark?
I wouldn't say best friends, but good friends. Look,
Hey, monkey.
Hey, what's up, Shark? How's it going?
This can't be happening. They can't be friends.
sure they are. Watch them.
That's good. How much nothing?
Coming right up. This is a good one. It's really bright. Bombs away.
Sharks don't eat fruit. They eat meat. They eat monkeys.
I'll have one more.
That's not it. It's not how it goes at all. It goes like this. There wasn't any more fruit. The monkey had eaten it all. In fact, the monkey had eaten all the fruit and all the trees on his side of the river. Didn't I tell you the monkey was a glutton? Oh, she could be a mean one too. Just then, the monkey saw something on the other side of the river. There was a huge tree filled with fruit.
No way.
I heard that. What do you two think happened next?
The monkey tried to get the fruit.
That's right. You're both very smart.
Shh, be quiet.
Just let the child enjoy the story.
Let me finish. The children want to hear my story. Now, the monkey, of course, tried to get to the other side of the river. He climbed onto the branch that stretched across the river. He tried and tried, but he just couldn't reach it. The branch was too short. Now, while he was doing all this, a crocodile down the water was watching him.
Waiting for the monkey to drop.
That's right.
Then he would eat him.
You're both very smart.
Come on, tell the story right.
Don't get angry at me. I'm telling it the way I know.
You're not telling it the right way at all. There was no crocodile. There was a shark. The shark says.
Thanks, I really appreciate it. I'm getting so tired of being fish all the time.
Hey, it's my pleasure to help out.
I wish I could really thank you for throwing all this fruit.
It's no big deal.
No big deal? You've been doing this for months. No, I really want to. Say, how about you take it to my house?
Oh, nah.
I mean it.
You don't have to.
But I want you. I've told everyone about you. Like, they all feel like they know you. I mean, your family. They think it's really neat what you're doing for me. And they really like you to custom.
Aw,
Come on.
well,
They really like to meet you.
I'd like to go, but,
Come on.
well, no, don't take this the wrong way, but I like you and all. It's just that, well,
Yes.
I don't really want to get away.
Oh, that's all? Don't worry about it. You can ride on my back. You won't get like that. I've been careful. What do you get that?
I don't think that would be. Would you please? Oh, all right. Here I come.
Stop! Hold it. That is not the way it goes at all. It goes like this. The crocodile asks the monkey,
Would you like a ride to the other side of the river?
I sure would.
Hold on. Here we go. Be careful.
I can't swim.
Trust me.
Why did you do that?
I'm going to kill you.
Say what?
I'm going to drown you, rip out your heart, and give it to my mother.
Don't you think flowers would be enough?
Now hold it a minute.
what do you want now?
Just give me a minute, would you? Does the monkey trick the crocodile into letting her go?
Yeah.
By saying she left her part of it in the tree.
Spoilers?
Hey, man, we're telling the same story.
What do you mean?
Look. Now this next part is just a little different.
Why did you do that? You know I can't swim.
I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know how to tell you this. You're my friend.
Thanks for telling me after you tried drowning me.
I'm sorry. I really am. It's just, the leader of our tribe is sick and, oh, what is his heart? Okay, I gotta do it. I gotta tell you. He says he won't live unless it's monkey's heart. I'm sorry. I really am.
Hey, Kat, why didn't you tell me all this before? I would have been glad to help out.
What do you mean?
I don't have it with me.
What?
My Say, bring me back to my train and I'll get it. It's a big one. You can shoot.
All right.
Now I'll be right back.
Hey, can't you find it? Hurry up! Monkey! Hey, monkey!
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Say, how do you tell that one about the tortoise and the cheetah?
You mean the snail and the jaguar? Well, let me tell you what I do with that one.
Hey, do you want to come over for some refreshments?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, then come on. Wait in the kitchen.
Now, as I was saying, what I do with that story.
Come on,